Hello, and welcome back for part 10 of This is Total War with Arkhan the Black, where I just captured Al Haik, managed to pick it up at tier 4, which is excellent, my first tier 4 settlement, and this turn I think Arkhan is going to be finishing off the Thegan's Errantry down here.
No!
Did lose line of sight to what's going on over in this area, so I would like to just check how strong their armies are before deciding what to do about Martek, but everything's going very well here. Okay. Yeah, so that should sort out public order in this province. And chariot archers plus regular archers recruited in my third army. So my third army is definitely a lot weaker than my main two, but it's not like the fact that there's, you know, the archers and the chariots make it a lot stronger than just a stack of basic spearmen at least. Okay, a couple of level ups as well. Let's just check everyone's strength ranking. We made it up to 8th, very nice. Yeah, Thegan's Errantry have almost nothing left.
Tracker of distinction.
Sudenberg aren't super strong either.
I await.
Okay, and there's these two regions owned by Repence de Lyonesse and the Chevalier de Lyonesse. That seems like a good next target. Sudenberg really haven't done much. I mean, interesting. They have actually moved their army out of this settlement. I should maybe I'm speaking too soon if it's on the way to attack us. But I was going to say that they've been very quiet. The Rakav dynasty did send an army to take this minor settlement that we had temporarily got from the Lizardmen. But mostly they've been busy fighting the Bretonnians. I'm considering, yeah, so one thing I'm considering is rather than taking Martek, I mean, it's not a super viable settlement. I've already sacked it once, so it's down at tier 2. It's in this mountainous region that has penalties to build cost, but construction time and everything else. So, one possibility, given this is the last settlement of this faction, is just to leave it around for a while and just sack it turn after turn after turn. And the reason to do that is basically end up getting you know, decisive victories each time, getting more experience on Arkhan plus any heroes in his army. The garrison will be very weak, so the replenishment we get from the sacking should be enough to more or less keep the army healed. Yeah, I'm very tempted to do that actually. Let me just see. Nope. Yeah. Another thing I'm doing here is trying to shop around a little for heroes. Aha! Well, that is definitely a trait I want. Yeah, good on Necrotex. So I have Wise, which I think's fine. This is, yeah, so extra 2 Canopic Jars a turn, recruit rank +1 for all units if you embed them in an army. I think this is an okay trait. If I have like my Tomb Princes at the moment are not really heavily involved in fighting in armies. I am using at least one or if not both of them as scouts. So I kind of like the idea of picking it Wise. I think it's better than all of these traits that just mostly improve personal combat. As far as Lich Priest goes, I think ideally I'd like... I like this Law of Magic. The Net of Amontok spell that you can use to actually hold units in place temporarily is so effective in a missile-based army. So I'd love to bring in or I'd love to get a good trait on a light Lich Priest, but I think I'll take Knowledgeable on the Law of Death as well, even though I don't like the Law of Death anywhere near as much. Okay, so with that in mind, I have the Tomb Prince here. I'll just go grab this level up while I'm talking. And he has Chariot Master. Yeah, so I think this is the strongest trait for certainly fighting in, for boosting his skills in melee, because Chariot's his best mount, so I'll keep this guy around. I think I'll just consider expanding the other Tomb Prince to get recruit the new wise guy. Sure, or melee attack and weapon strength looks good.
The land of the dead.
Because this guy, yeah, Infantry Master's nothing special. I need to remember to take this off him though, before I disband him. In fact, yeah, so I want him to come down here and scout, but before I leave this territory, I want to actually spend money here, because if I remember correctly, yeah, so I have a big discount currently on infrastructure buildings, because I have 3 characters, I think, with those Charnel Valley Necrotechs. So I have a 45% discount on infrastructure buildings. So for that reason, because that boost is kind of temporary as my characters move away, I will start building the Royal Burial Chamber as opposed to the Scorpion Nest, which is another building I'd really like to build, but it's going to cost this amount and take this many turns, like, whenever I do it, whereas this saves me a lot of money. Also, I don't need a stronger army right now. Like, my armies currently can beat all the enemies I'm fighting, so delaying the Scorpion Nest is actually fine, I think. Alright, so that's bought, and send this guy to check out the Bretonnians.
This way! Prince moves!
My lady will not allow it.
Yes, it's not clear what happened to that other army, I guess. Okay, we've got a couple of Lich Priests here that I can use to move around. So I want to really, at this point, I feel like I have enough heroes to completely track the movements of both the Chevalier de Lyonesse and the Rakaf Dynasty armed forces. Okay, here's one army of these guys. Basic skeletons and carrion as far as I can see, alright. And they don't have any troops currently in their cities, interesting.
Where are my slaves?
Military presence 1. So they may be trying to build a new army up here, but haven't gotten very far with it.
Is it time?
The question's, yeah, I mean, the question I'm just asking myself is whether, like, they had a stack and a half right round here last turn, and is that extra stack somewhere and going to give me a nasty surprise at some point?
What, father? My great works unfinished.
I suppose I could have this hero walk up towards Sandry, although that's a bit of a waste. If I'm recruiting a new Tomb Prince and he's heading this way anyway. Yeah, maybe better to check out the Black Tower of Arkhan. Yeah, their military presence is down to 1, so they don't have the stack here that they used to. So I think next hero here can go just keep an eye on what's happening. I suspect they're having trouble fighting the Skaven, who I haven't come in contact with yet, but I know that they took... yeah, it shows its owner ruins here, but I know that the Skaven have that based on
This better be good.
based on this.
I've got some big game to hunt.
Yeah, you've got lots of small game to worry about too, buddy. Yeah, Clan Moors. Alright, well this scout is kind of useful, but I could also afford to disband him. I think I'd rather keep this scout to see where this army goes. So with that in mind, let's grab... I don't think it matters where I recruit this Lich Priest from. Yeah, he's going to be rank 4 in any case. I think I'll pick him up down at Eye of the Panther. Yeah, this guy doesn't have any followers or what have you equipped. As far as level ups go, I mean, the nice thing about Knowledgeable is that it does boost all my army's Wind of Magic. So this guy is useful even if he isn't in an army. But I think leveling up these Lich Priests so they do have all the good spells, they do have Arcane Conduit and so on, is still good to do. Like, I'd rather have my Tomb Princes and Necrotex do most of the scouting. Or at least certainly Tomb Princes. Necrotex I want to level up as well, honestly. Yeah, Lich Priests also have these nice abilities that need you to get to rank 10. I guess I don't have to spend his skill points right now. I am planning to have him embed into an army, but exactly which one and so on I'll figure out a little later.
More slaves! I need more! Pardon, sire!
Yeah, so this is the Infantry Master Tomb Prince, who I will disband. And we'll pick up this wise guy.
I serve king and patriarch. Attend your king.
Another level up over here. Yeah, and I'd mostly run out of stuff to do with this Lich Priest, so Cleanse Corruption, sure.
Is there a better strategy?
Okay, I think that's all my heroes moved except this one. I'm sitting on his level up so I can take 2 skills at level 10. Let's move a little ways north. Just see if I can spot any other armies of... Yeah, right. Okay, this is what I wanted to see. Good. Haha. Well, I can't say that isn't tempting.
I cannot.
Actually, having armies beat Rapunzel de Lyonesse in particular is really good because her defeat trait gives the Lords a permanent small boost to research. So stacking that on the Tomb Kings is really nice. You can see that we've taken a big hit to research rate because you take basically a 30% drop whenever you complete one of the dynasties. And we've got lots of little buffs too, which is why it's back up 65 instead of being at like 40. But an extra 5% does more for us than for most factions. Okay, let me just go through my heroes, and then I'll move my lords and start doing some fighting. Okay. So given this army's moved out, I'm not at all concerned about troops here. So my plan here is to... I want to actually get 2 battles out of these guys. So I'll fight their army in force march first, and I'll lay siege afterwards. If I do it the other way around, then the army in force march will come in as reinforcements and get wiped out. Whereas if I do it this way, provided I don't fully wipe out the garrison, I'll actually get a second battle. And I think I'm going to go with my plan of sacking the city again. Doing that at least over a few turns. I don't have to do it for that long, just to build up more levels on Arkhan, more experienced tiers on his soldiers and so on.
Attack these fools.
Yeah, so you can see, because I sacked the city last time, they're only at... they're under half strength for their garrison. And... I mean, there's a couple of lords. Yeah, so there's two lords and a paladin, which are strong units, but overall the odds are strongly in our favour. I don't want to auto-resolve because I think that might wipe out the garrison, and like I said, I kind of want to get 2 battles out of this one if possible. Okay. So what is the mounted yeoman, then 2 units of men-at-arms, and then the 2 characters, alright. And these units are on force march, so I don't have to worry about running them down. They're gonna die regardless. Arkhan has his army wide. Oh, maybe he doesn't actually. I was gonna say he has his army wide healing. Yeah, he does. Okay, so this is cool. So I can kind of spam magic to do a little extra healing in the same way as I can with my Lich Priest in my main army. So that's good to remember as well. Arkhan's fought enough battles. I have up to silver chevron experience on these archers, which is great. Infantry lags up behind a bit, like the Tomb Guard have been in the army a while now and are still a bit lacking in experience, but that's alright. Something I might do soonish is try and take some of these Regiment of Renown out of the army, since they can be... I kind of like having them as available as like a mobile reserve that I can just re-recruit into any army I want if I need like a little extra boost, because it doesn't take time to recruit. So I'll consider that. Alright, so the objective of this battle is just to wipe them out, taking as little damage as possible, and try and actually get a bit of healing done. Enemy reinforcements arriving, no problem.
The artist, the Lich King.
Let's focus on their fastest troops first. Actually move the Ushabti Greatbows up a little further. Get them in range as soon as possible. Oh, there's a good casket hit. Alright. I was about to complain about my caskets missing, but got a 9 kills on that shot.
They shall perish. Prince.
Yeah, I forgot about my Tomb Prince.
Traversing.
Just spam the spell for healing, it's pretty cheap. Yeah, their morale's not far off breaking already. See how the great bows go against them. Yeah, definitely getting a few kills. Enough that they don't want to keep fighting. Yeah. The range on the great bows is, yeah, there's not much of these men-at-arms units that are going to get to us, to be honest. And the rest of the soldiers are too far away. Yeah, I'm not sure what they're trying here. I guess, like, I don't know. It doesn't matter what they do. They have no chance in this battle, but it's funny that they're trying this sort of flanking maneuver with their slow old infantry.
Tremble before us. Shyish winds gather.
So here we've just got infantry, right? Yeah, it's like... yeah, just a bunch of run-of-the-mill infantry. So the three heroes are strong. Like, if they keep them together, that'll be a formidable set of troops to try and deal with, for sure. Yeah, speaking of which...
Rise, my statues. Nagash. Black Prince.
Fortunately, Tomb Prince plus
The Liber Mortis Core.
yeah, Tomb Prince and a lot of my other troops, including the Necrosphinx, are actually good against large units, which includes guys on horses. So they are taking a lot of damage here. Okay, and I managed to break that unit before it did any damage, or before it took out one of my Ushabti. That's good. Tomb Prince took a bit of damage, it's alright. Enemy Lord is wounded, great.
Legion, forward.
Don't have to worry too much about the Necrosphinx, honestly. Yeah, lots of units running away here.
Tomb Prince.
I think, to be honest, they just... yeah, they just never stood a chance in this battle. Our army's just far too strong.
Forward.
Try and kill this last... I think this guy probably is on force march, but in any case, just deal with him.
Artist.
Alright, these men-at-arms aren't going to do much at all to the Necrosphinx.
Arkhan moves.
Yep, Archer's in range now.
Mexicana.
This unit's getting a fair number of kills. I don't think there's any need to move my infantry up.
Down field.
Yeah. Alright, good. So let's hold off pursuing. I want to make sure some of these units survive. Get back to the garrison. I'm pretty sure they should. Yeah, because like I said, it basically gives me another free battle. But I will do a bit more spellcasting of Arkhan for healing.
Giant winds gather.
Did take more damage on my hero, whatever this guy's called, Necrosphinx, than I thought I would there actually. It's fine. I mean, now that there isn't a stack of the other Bretonnian faction, like in the adjacent province, there's nothing that can really threaten this army. So I used all my healing on the Necrotect. Yeah. I think that's probably all we're going to get. I might get one more cast of Aspect of the Dread Knight. Alright, good enough. So we'll see if what I think is going to happen happens here, with the garrison not being wiped out. Yeah, it looks like there's a few units left. Good. Oh right, and this guy was in the settlement, and he wasn't on force march, so he's going to be around too. Alright, that's fine. What do I want? I don't really need the campaign movement range buff. If I was sacking 10 after 10... Oh, you don't get this option if you... Yeah, you only get this option fighting armies outside the settlement anyway. I was going to say I could like stack up a bunch of turns of the bonus movement, but it doesn't work like that. think I'll just take the jars this time. There's not much money. Confident attacker, that's good as well. Bold, personally involved in combat, yeah. Alright, so that all worked out well. More level up for my Necrotect. Alright, nice. And so now he's high enough level to be able to start giving us permanent extra unit unlocks here. So he's already a Scorpion cover, and I'm tempted to just go for another pair of Tomb Scorpions. The Tomb Scorpions are just a solid unit, and I will be able to recruit them pretty soon. I'm not going to get Ushabti soon, I don't think. I have very limited capacity for these units, and I don't think the melee Ushabti are anything special. Like, I'd rather just go for more Tomb Scorpions. I definitely rate them over Sepulchral Stalkers and the Necropolis Knights, I think, even though this would give 3 more unit capacity. So let's go for the Scorpion Sting. I suppose, yeah, there's no need to take this right now, actually, because I'm not... Yeah, I can't recruit the Scorpions just yet. I'm going to be at least, like... It takes, like, 6 turns to build the building, so maybe just improve his melee, and by sacking over the next couple of turns, he'll level up and be able to grab that. I think that makes sense.
Victory is assured.
Okay, so let's wipe out this garrison.
Attack these fools.
I think this is a safe auto resolve. I don't think it's going to somehow do a lot of damage to any of our units. No. I might have been able to do a bit of healing if I'd fought it manually, but yeah, it's fine. And yep, gonna keep sacking it. I barely get any gold, but that's not the point.
Erase them.
Channel Valley Necrotect on Arkhan, that's really good. Yeah, that's the other benefit of leveling up in the desert, actually. I keep getting rolls for those Channel Valley Necrotects. I didn't even think of that, and that's definitely a cool boost. Okay, so I can get up to Right Hand of Nagash. Yeah, recruit rank for the Vampire Counts units and is not super exciting. This boosts leadership to the Lord's army. I will certainly pick these points up eventually, but I'm wondering if I'm not better just heading down, trying to finish off the red line, get to resurrect. This just helps Arkhan himself, right? And this is rank 14 for his chariot. Yeah, I don't think I need to make him. I don't think I need to boost his HP. You know, go for these boosts just yet. So yeah, this is the 5th point in the first section of the red tree, so I'll be able to go grab Reanimate, and then just a couple more for Resurrect. Oh, you know what? I just realized as well. I have enough movement that I can go into the Entomb stats and get some replenishment. Oh, it's not very much, but still. Yeah, I really like this configuration. I might even add the this Lich Priest to the army and like be leveling up 4 characters at once. I think that could be really good.
I doubt his attentions.
So this Tomb Prince, I think I'm just going to make him a better fighter. See what happens to his stats when he rides the chariot. Yeah, his melee defense goes way down. So I think the other 2 points I'll go for here are going to be melee defense. Yep. Alright, so that's Arkhan done. And then the question is what I want to do with this army. And I think the answer is just, this is too good an opportunity to pass up. I don't know what's in Rapunzel's army. I think it's mostly peasants. And that's on the basis of what they have constructed here. They have peasant mob, peasant bowman. I don't believe that she's been able to recruit knights for a very long time. And
refuse.
even if a bunch of these units are knights, we're still going to be easily strong enough. They're on force march. I think this is perfectly fine attack.
Send the chariots.
Yeah, lots of archers. Oh, those can be dangerous, but really nothing scary in this army at all.
For the Creator.
I'll use my artillery to target down their archers, use my chariots to break up their advance. Shouldn't be a problem. No, managed to roll a 0 for magic. That's not good. There must be just weak magic in this region, I guess. Oh, got it up to 7. That's not bad. So let's deploy back over here. I'm not sure if they're going to advance on us or not. We're the attackers, so the onus is on us technically to come and beat them, but because of our longer range, I mean that's why like most of these battles, or almost all the battles even, the AI have been coming towards me, and that's I think because they recognize that we have missile superiority, and so they shouldn't just be sitting back. I think that's how it works. Yeah, this army would definitely benefit from having some of these just basic melee troops replaced by Tomb Scorpions, I think, for a front line. Okay, then there's just the chariots. Let's just keep the chariots over here for now. Can send them up the flank a bit later. Yeah, it looks like they are advancing. Yeah. This is what Casket of Souls plus enemies being on force march does. One volley and they have lost all interest in fighting this battle. Okay, they did rally right away, so maybe aren't giving up so easily. Alright, don't really want to get in range of their archers, I'd rather just delay them, which this is doing a fine job of, I think. Rapunzel herself is quite a strong fighter. Even on force march, I don't really want her getting into my skeletons and making a mess of them. Alright, let's just pull these units off to the side, I think that's completely fine. Looking at their formation, I think there'll be a great opportunity for Skullstorm. Lots of bunched up infantry. Yeah, right there looks not bad. Assuming they advance into it, which they're not quite doing. Oh well. Still got 50 kills, that's good going. Actually, just ride down these archers. Lich Priest is in a bit of trouble. Yeah, put him out to start casting spells, not to fight Rapunzel. Okay, well, despite what I said about not wanting Rapunzel to get stuck into my melee line, I see that is what's happened. The ghouls are taking quite a bit of damage from their archer fire. Yeah, I think it's fine though. I mean, yes, we're taking probably a bit more damage than I would like, but our archers are going to shred their light infantry. I don't think we're going to take too much damage. The chariots can pretty safely run down the peasant bowmen. They're not dangerous at all in melee. Yeah, and Rapunzel's taking a lot of damage herself. That's great as well. The light infantry just really wasn't able to do anything to our Tomb King this battle. The main thing was just the damage from the archers. They had so many I wasn't able to really deal with all of them. And so yeah, that's why I lost a lot of ghouls. Alright, stop firing, because this army is on foot march. And let's try and do some healing. So yeah, didn't lose any chariots. Yeah, it's just these infantry units that need to heal. Okay. So between the resurrect ability and passive healing from the Lich Priest, I'm optimistic I can revive most of these units, or some of them at least. Not sure what I'll have this army do after the battle. I could press on towards Zandri. I guess I'm essentially out of movement this turn anyway. Managed to get most of my units here revived. Yeah. Yeah, 46 losses. Not bad at all. Honestly, I don't think I need that replenishment. It would get us back to full strength, but we're only a little down and it's only on melee units. Grab the gold.
Moving.
Yeah, here we go. This is an amazing trait. End of an Errant. Growth, double experience when fighting against Bretonia, and research rate plus 5% faction-wide. That's permanent. We've just got that forever now. Really, really good defeat trait.
Nehekara rises from the sands.
And level up for our Lord. Yeah, all of these abilities are have relatively little impact, I think. I will get the missile resistance eventually. We just haven't come up against any sort of missile troops that can do much against this 95 armor. Like, the archers in that battle, they were doing damage, but they were doing damage to my unarmored or lightly armored infantry.
The realm of souls fills with my foes.
Okay, how's public order in this province? Yeah, it's not great, but I imagine this is because of...
Perhaps
It's partly instability. Also, I'm taking a hit because of enemy characters, which I guess is because of Henri, who's the legendary paladin from Rapunzel's faction.
we must rebuild our strength.
Yeah, AI I think should probably have this guy in their armies more. I frequently see him like wandering around on his own, and I don't know, he's a good fighter. He should be in the army.
Son of Nehikara.
Oh, in any case, got a lot more gold to spend, and
My master will
I'm going to actually drop this Channel Valley Necrotect off of Arkhan. The reason is that I want to have, like, he's going to get another level up when he sacks the settlement again next turn, and I want to have another chance of rolling the same follower. And you don't get that if you already have the follower. So, yep, just a minor
They need to prove themselves.
min-maxing there.
A worthy follower.
Yeah, and I haven't put any points into this Lich Priest yet. That's okay too. Alright, so that's all the movement done. Looking at this army, maxed out on chariots and everything else that I care to recruit here, apart from archers. So, do I want to grab that unit of archers? Yeah, I think so. We have a couple turns more. Oh, four more turns with this boost to recruit rank. So sure, let's take advantage of that. And I think we can also switch this guy out for another king. Yep. Yeah, 2 more kings available. Okay. So this guy can definitely be
Will be done.
Jar 7.
I have my suspicions.
Yeah, getting close to 30 jars a turn just off characters, that's good. And then kick him out for this other guy.
Submit to your king.
Oops.
Tomb King of Nehikara.
I haven't seen a Tomb King with the prepared trait yet that I might actually be interested in terms of having a prepared Tomb King as a general rather than just a jar collector. So prepared boosts ammunition and missile damage from missile troops. But yeah, I've not seen it all the way through this campaign yet, unfortunately. Not to worry. So he's a strategist. Yeah, well, having this guy in temporary command of the of this army is certainly fine. I can rotate him out to this guy I recruited and went for the red line skills, like the skeleton boosts this king when he's available again. But in the meantime,
Priest King.
yeah, I think I will do what I said and kick out one of these skeleton units.
Nehikara.
Use global recruitment to grab my last archer. And you know what I should do? Yeah, I recruited these before I got the experience boost.
Have risen.
So let's just make that army slightly more effective, given it doesn't cost me anything. Alright, lots of gold now. I've done everything this turn except for building stuff, I believe. Oh, and I'm 59 gold short of the Scorpion Nest. Yeah, if I'd gone for gold with Arkhan off that battle, I could have gotten enough. I didn't think I'd make it. I'd get close. So I didn't consider that. It's fine. Okay, let's spend... If I don't spend any gold and other stuff, or if I only spend a few hundred, then I can still afford the Scorpion building next turn. So let's maybe go for that. There's nothing really essential that needs building here. These two buildings plus extra public order from global bonuses on the neighboring province. Like, this should be sufficient to maintain public order. Once I lose that character's penalty and the provincial instability penalty. So no need to build more public order buildings. 2 more turns before I can grow one of these settlements to tier 3, that'll be great. Yeah, producing salt isn't a priority. No, I mean, yeah, I went through this last time. Gives me access to additional crafting stuff, but not a not a priority currently. I think I just leave these buildings open. I don't really want to take a building slot up with this. I don't think it's a good choice for the main settlement. So yeah, just sitting on money here. Public order this way, yeah, so buildings plus, you can see, yeah, that's right. So 13 from buildings and technology and only minus 12 from difficulty and taxes. So public order here is absolutely fine now. Just trying to grow enough population surplus to upgrade Wizard Killer's Palace. Still not really interested in paying 2,000 for plus 10 growth though, it's pretty marginal. I'd love to do these upgrades, get more, get Screaming Skull catapults, get more infantry, Tomb Guard unlocked, but yeah, the gold's just tight, and I'd rather do the Scorpions, I think. And nothing else to build here. Okay, so just sit on this gold. No problem. Just a quick check of our enemies here. Yeah, the people we're fighting are not strong. I think this is a bit of a, I don't want to call it downtime, but a bit of like a bit of a lull before we come into contact with stronger enemies. Yeah, something I should consider is like how much military presence I want to keep close to this coast. Like I've obviously secured this region, but you know, I have enemies here, right? The Awakened, if the Awakened get strong enough and perceive our settlements here as weak, we are at war with them. Like, it's not out of the question for them to send troops over. There's also the Chaos Invasion. So the Chaos Invasion spawning armies down here, at least some of them are going to come towards us. I don't think that'll happen for a little while, but something else to bear in mind. Okay, and yeah, recruited up for the Lich Priest. Sure, alright, let's go. Oh, that wasn't very nice. Just had my Lich Priest wounded. Yeah, that's a little irritating because I was planning to just cycle this Lich Priest out to try and look for a better trait again, and I can't do that for a few turns. Yeah, no good traits anyway. So what else happened? Oh right, upgraded. Yeah, I got this building completed. Got the Oasis finished there. Okay, that's nice. But I'm just going to spend this money on the Scorpions. I'll go ahead and just do that at the beginning so I don't forget and spend money on anything else. Okay, so now... military presence 13. So they have troops here, but again, I know that it's just peasants. I think because I lost my scout down this way. Yeah, well their armies win their settlements this turn, I can see that. They've got 36 plus, basically 2 stacks between their settlements here. I do have this quest to yeah, raid the following region, Zandri, for 800 gold.
Wrath walk.
Not in this world or the other.
Yeah, so it looks like
My lady
they're
will not
just
allow it.
spamming peasant bowmen. But I think I'd rather still just attack and take this out rather than waste a turn raiding. We're going to come into contact with whoever owns this territory here. How do I feel about that? Are we yeah, I think I know that that's the top nuts, right?
Ready!
So it shows us... Oh, this is interesting. I mean, this is the diplomacy from Rapunzel's point of view, right? So these are her two territories. They show as gold. These will show as red because they're either mine or the other Tomb Kings. These show as red because they're owned presumably by the top nuts, the other faction she's at war with, so that's why she doesn't like them. But this doesn't. So I'm wondering... I think this might be ruins as well. I have a feeling Clan Moors has come all the way down and just chopped, like, wiped out the minor Tomb King factions in this part of the desert. Between the fact that they're at war with Sudenburg and the fact that I'm not seeing any diplomacy colour for this faction. Because usually what that means is that there's ruins here rather than, which would mean Skaven.
Sir?
Okay, interesting. I'm not so concerned about the top nuts. The yeah, so the top nuts or the savage orcs, they can't build settlements above tier 3. Yeah, it is owned by the top nuts. And yeah, I'm way more concerned about Clan Moors, I think. Alternatively, I could play the same trick I'm kind of playing down here and sack Xandri rather than capturing it. Although I think that might still... Yeah, I'm not sure if that would give me diplomatic contact with neighbouring factions or not. Can't remember. I don't think it automatically does. But that would leave... Like, it's good to do that when the enemy's down to one territory, right? But it's a little silly to do that when they have another... settlement still that they could be recruiting troops from. Alright, Necrotek's headed up that way, so let's bring my new Tomb Prince down this way.
I will not.
Yeah, there's a bunch of spellcasters in this army, but it's not dangerous at all. Yeah, I've had intel on this city before. I think... Yeah, I think ideally I'd actually... I think ideally I'd leave Xandri. Because and I'd focus on wiping out. I think I'd actually focus on trying to take out the Rakap dynasty rather than potentially expose myself to more enemies in this direction. But now that my army's here, like obviously it was kind of just opportunistic that I could come through and take out Rapance in the way I could.
I am critic proof.
But now this army's here, I just think maybe I should just go kill them. I could use Bel Aliad as a sack city instead of Xandri. Yeah, I like the idea of letting Rapance recover from, because she's only wounded, like you can't kill her permanently, she's a legendary lord, and if she comes back and I beat her with other armies, I get to pick up that end of an errant trait and stack more research bonuses with other lords. Alright, I'm gonna go for this and occupy Xandri. No! I think I might regret this.
It is forbidden.
But
submit to your king.
alright, so that army retreated, that's fine.
You defy me?
So what exactly is in here?
There is no challenge here.
Yeah, it's a whole bunch of archers. Oh, they have walls though. Right.
Awakening nears.
Yeah, alright, it's still not a problem.
My dynasty reigns supreme.
Yeah. None of these troops have any experience. And she has Law of Life, which isn't that dangerous at all. Yeah, I'm not seeing this be a problem at all. Let's not do this right now though.
To war for Nehekara.
Could get this Necrotect into the army temporarily, get him up to level 10, or I could scout further east. That's probably more valuable, right? I would like to know if there's a Top Nuts army or something in the area.
Animus.
Doesn't look like there is. Okay.
Son of
Just checking my other heroes. Right, I have this Lich Priest. What do I want to do with you? I think I'll head him kind of out this way. I'll have him come back and join an army, but I just want to know what's going on. Like, I just want kind of a scouting network of all my enemies at this point. I think I've got enough hero slots to where I can afford to do that. Alright, so 2 battles this turn. 1 is just formality here. Let's just do that first. I don't see any reason not to simply sack this again.
and destruction.
I also see no reason not to just auto-resolve it.
Nagash.
Yeah, a few casualties, but no problem.
Take Arkhan, servants.
Got another Channel Valley Necrotect, exactly what I was wanting. Looter, okay. And 3 level ups. So, reanimate for Arkhan. Yeah, sure, just grab the Scorpion, extra Scorpions right now.
Keep him at arm's reach.
Yeah, don't want to bother getting this guy a horse, he's going to be on a chariot, so hard to hit again.
I doubt
And take this off, so he has a chance to get another one next level up. Yeah.
Do not challenge me.
Alright, so let's just
Destroy all.
finish off with this siege.
Send the chariots. Arise, my legions. Run.
They do have a lot of archers. I feel like... Oh, it's an interesting settlement. Yeah, I mean, I think as usual, our artillery and magic's gonna just be more than enough to deal with them. So how do I want to do this? They don't have any towers on the flank here. But yeah, so this tower is only going to be able to shoot in this forward direction. I'm going to take quite a lot of arrow fire here by the looks of it though. I mean, just from the towers. Alright, well that's still fine. Just deploy my caskets in range of this tower, try and take it out at the beginning, and then make an attack from this flank. I can always go through the gate if I need to. Try and have my infantry, I think, right over on this side, so they don't get shot up by the towers. Yeah, it's a bit of a mess, but that's probably, yeah, that should be good. And then have my Tomb King, Tomb Scorpion up front as attractive targets to shoot. Alright, yeah, this all looks fine. No, I do not want you to be moving, I want you to be shooting. Yeah, looks like we have this silly artillery bug here, where the artillery doesn't think it has line of sight, even though it clearly does. Well, I suppose I could just bypass this tower and move up the just move up the flank. Start trying to do that. I wish they'd fix this artillery bug. I've seen other people like streaming or recording videos for this game have it crop up. It really is annoying. Yeah, so that they're in range of this. There's no reason at all that they wouldn't be shooting it. Let's try having them stop, just go and fire at will and see if they can hit anything. Okay, they can. Alright, so why can't you shoot this? Urgh. Okay, well, whatever. At least this isn't a settlement where the fight's going to be close, and at least it's not a situation where, as I said, like I actually have to I really need to destroy that tower. I think I can just pretty straightforwardly move my troops out of tower range rather than destroying the tower. Do I have space to do that with the chariots at the back? Yeah, not sure. It's not like the tower's doing much to our Tomb King. Okay, good. It's finally shooting. Alright. Yeah, I mean they've knocked it half the way down already. I think I will take the shots to knock it, to destroy the tower, even though possibly don't need to. Let's get it with my Lich Priest and start throwing some magic down. Lots of clumped up peasants. That's what I like to see. Alright, tower's down. I think I want to just try and have the caskets shoot into this huge clump of infantry back there as well, honestly. Let's not get impeded by the other tower, just move around a little. Okay, this should be a pretty good skull storm. Yeah, that just scattered right through their lines. Yeah, 100 kills, one cast. Very nice. Can the caskets hit here? Let's see. Alright, the shot's clipped over a bit. Let's move around. But that's exactly where I want to be shooting though. I can actually just move them right over here so that they're shooting like down the line of the wall. Yep, sure, you can do your healing. Wait, what happened here? Whoa. What was that? So something just did a ton of damage to these archers, or they didn't kill any of them. Oh, that's a life magic spell, right? Yeah. Okay. Well, if I get over here, because I didn't lose any entities, I should be able to heal them up pretty effectively. Just with spam casting. Yeah, I forgot for a minute that they had a spellcaster. Although if that's all she's doing, it's really not much of a problem. Yeah, she did drop another cast though, and unfortunately that one did a lot more damage. No, don't waste the shots on the peasant mob. Yeah, foot squire is the best target here, I think. Yeah, there's their wizard.
The dead do not rest.
Victory's in our grasp. Yep. I think I'll just let these units fire at will. They've got a great view down the line here of these units on the wall. Alright, bring the archers back up. If they take more casualties from the prophetess spellcasting, then so be it. I can get a lot of them back with my own healing by the end of the battle.
Traverse, slaves. Petra agrees.
Is it worth dropping another skill storm? Yeah, probably on the foot squares. Actually, I think I can get it to hit the troops on the wall here. Yeah, there we go. I'm not sure we're going to have to get in and actually do much melee this time. Done so much damage to them. Yeah, it's probably just their... So there's a paladin here, and there's their sorceress lord here. Then I see like foot squires and a couple of other units here, and then more or less everything else has been badly damaged already. Guess I can afford another skull storm on foot squares.
Incantational power!
I'm not sure we're even going to have to go through the gates here. Yeah, they're bringing the foot squares over to this side of the wall. That just makes them easier to shoot. Archers are coming up onto the walls, but they're just not going to get into position by the time our archers shred them. Yeah. Alright. Let's just knock down the gate anyway. Scorpion's got nothing better to do. Oh, I still have two more full units of archers. Alright. I guess they had more of those to start with than I realised. I think they have some knights too, right? Yeah. Oh, they've got some units up here. Okay, okay, okay. I guess that's why they haven't given up. Fair enough. Yeah, I think they're all routed now, pretty much except the knights guarding the center. Oh, they've got the lord here. Well, she's only a prophetess, so she's not going to be able to do much, I think. Oh, you know, no, let's just not do that. I was about to stick my archers up on the walls, but there's kind of no need.
Death awaits!
It's foot squires, that's bowmen, yeah. Okay, that unit's routed. Let's come back and help out the Lord. I don't think he needs much help, but... Alright, they're shattered. Yeah, everyone's broken. Okay, good. Yeah, just do a little extra healing. Then, actually, yeah, so this again comes back to like this decision about am I going to sack this city or am I going to occupy it? I think either would. If I occupy it, I get the replenishment over the end turn. If I sack it, then I get replenishment from sacking, and either of those will take us up to full strength, I think.
My orders. Arise.
Can't remember how many units I came in. I think I was down, yeah, I was down units on the ghouls before the battle, just from the fight with Repulse. I think I'll try occupying Zandri, but I can imagine... I don't want to have this army sit here, like... I want to have this army come down and take out the Rekaf dynasty. But I don't really want these Bretonnians to be able to start building armies up again. I guess they're only going to be peasant armies, but they're peasant... Yeah, they have peasant archers. They certainly are more effective than the melee peasants. So let's go for occupy and just see if I can hold on to it or not. Yeah, there's some gold for sacking, but
Attend your
don't think I
king,
need that.
slaves.
Alright, and this mission did get aborted, but alright, whatever. Doesn't matter too much.
More slaves. I need more.
Okay, so... Region secured the pirate coast. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, so that'll, I mean, the actual battle was fine. Oh, crap. Yeah, I guess this was the, this is the issue when you take over, like, ports. You do sometimes end up with contact with a ton of other people. Okay, well.
Attend your king, slave.
Alright, so looking at this, I was wrong. So this area was still owned by the Minor Tomb King faction, which is totally fine with me. I'd much rather they have it than the Skaven. They're not at war with anyone else.
You dare
Oh, congratulations, you're now at war with me. And let's see how strong, yeah. Alright, so we get some more intel on how things are going over here. So the Top Nuts have 4 territories, and Grimgor has 17, which is a lot, although not as crazy as I've seen him sometimes get in these campaigns. He's at war with Border Princes, Karazakarek, so the main dwarf faction, and Clan Eshin. Okay, so Grimgor, he has territory up to here. He doesn't look too scary. He's not at war with as many people as I thought he would be, actually.
ready.
I suppose he's probably wiped out a lot of his enemies.
And yabbering.
Alright, then there's the Top Nuts. Yep. They're also at war with Numas, which is the yet another minor Tombkin faction over here, so that's
Ready.
good.
God, talk. I'm listening.
They actually quite like us because we've been doing so much damage to the Bretonnians, it's funny. Alright, and I think there's a couple of other people. Yeah, so the Border Princes have territory in a little strip along here, and they're fighting the Greenskins. So all this green is interesting. So this is owned by, it looks like Tilia, and maybe over here the dwarf factions. So that suggests, yeah, I guess Grimgor hasn't gotten too much of a foothold up further north into the borders of the Empire.
So,
And they're at war with Grimgor and they're at war with pirates of Sartosa.
Do not greet me as
I mean,
a
the main
friend,
thing I'm seeing
nor
here,
are we foes yet.
it's, yeah, like, it is funny seeing all these factions we encounter be happy to have a peace treaty. I mean, we are quite strong, or a non-aggression pact. We are quite strong. That, oh, Tilia goes to war as well. Yeah, I mean, no choice. Sure. We'll see if taking Xandri, if I maybe took Xandri a few turns too early, and I should have just
My
been
anger rises
way more
like the
conservative.
tide. Don't.
But that's alright. Okay, in terms of buildings, we have the growth building, which is good, although public order is an issue here. If I don't want to keep this army stationed there, which I certainly do not. Alright, so here... Let's just count this up. So he's level 32 now, so he's got in total 9 more points to spend, because 40 is the max level. Yeah, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 40. So that's 9 rank points. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8, 9. I've mentioned this before, but it's possible I do end up retiring this general, even though he's got all these great traits. Strategist isn't as good as some of the other traits you can get, or as good as some of the traits of the Dynasty Kings, but I have enough skill points to get basically everything I'd want here, plus max out jar hoarding, in case in his retirement I do just want him making me more jars, so I think that all works out great. Tempted to go for extra speed here. Yeah, speed and hit points. Yeah, I like that.
a worthy follower.
So with Skaven, I haven't pushed up as much as I thought, and this Cleanse Corruption is probably not going to be very useful. Like, none of the factions we've encountered over here actually... Like, none of them have Corruption. The Skaven down here and the Vampire Coast... yeah, I guess that's right, they do count as Vampire Coast. The Pirates of Sartosa. But the thing is that these territories, like, none of these territories are great for us. There's 100% vampiric corruption, and it's just a pain to build there like it is in the mountains. So I think between that and the fact that there's a bunch of unique, like, Tomb King strategic points where you can build special pyramids out this way, I think it just makes way more sense for us to focus down here. So I would have loved not to discover these factions and had to go to war with them. They may well send troops to try and threaten some of our holdings. We'll just have to see. I think Sartosa is the one that might do that. I think these others are a bit too far away. And at war with too many other people.
Legions rise.
Yeah, so possibly a bit of a mistake taking this and putting me into so many wars before I finish off these other ones, but I'm not too concerned, I think. And Arkhan...
Son of Nehikara.
Don't have enough movement to go for this. I think I want to just... Let's look at Sandra again for a second. Yeah, so 15,000 for this pyramid. It needs to be tier 3. Okay, so it's like a bunch of background boosts. That's nice, but until I'm confident I can hold this settlement, there's no way I'm putting that amount of money into this pyramid. So I think I'm willing to basically abandon Xandri at this point and focus on finishing off these other enemies. And if someone wants to come and take it, I'm not going to have this army just waste its time hanging around. Okay. So do I want to demolish this for 1200? Yeah, I'm tempted to do that. I'm not confident I'll hold Zandri, as I've been saying. I think the top nuts may well just send an army down here and grab it. Do they have troops here? No, they don't. Don't have troops here either. But they're not at war. Right, let's just check who they're at war with again. Vegan's Errantry, which doesn't matter because I've basically wiped them out. Chevalier Lyonesse, which doesn't matter because they only have this territory now. And... oh yeah, Numas. Okay, so they may have armies heading over this way, I suppose. We'll see. Alright, I think the only other thing to do this turn is a little more building.
They need to prove themselves.
Yeah, don't want to take skill points on you yet.
I am destined.
Just a last check on army movement. Yeah, I already did the switching out. No, I guess I missed this guy. Okay.
My dynasty reigns supreme.
More jars. Yeah, one of my Lich Priests is wounded, that's why I'm a hero down. So, what I want to spend this 2000 on... 13 more 10s for this, so no need to start worrying about money for that. So one thing, money-wise, like, I'm not so far off... I'm not that many turns off 800 jars, which is what I'd need for this army capacity. Having just gone to war with a whole bunch of new people, including some strong enemies, like, having a 4th army seems pretty attractive. So the question is anything here worth spending 2,000 on? I could start working up another barracks. That would get me 4 more skeleton archers. I don't think that's necessary at this stage. Got my scorpions coming in there. Don't think it's a priority to get the resources. I'm demolishing that. I could build something there next turn. I guess I could try building fortifications at Zandri if I'm not going to have an army stationed there. But public order is also going to be an issue, actually. You know what? In light of that, the money it's making is little enough that I'd rather just cut the taxes, I think.
Betrayal smells on me.
Because once this army moves out, it's going to rapidly go downhill in terms of public order. Let's try and plan this out a bit more carefully. So spending 1,500 gold gets me 6 more units to garrison, and then another 3,000 gives walls. Yeah, this is the thing, right? It's like almost 3,000 for this, another 3,000 for the walls, and a full stack of enemy troops could still easily take this, even with walls. So I guess I could go for the public order building here. It doesn't cost. It costs under half what I'm getting from selling this. I suppose I can decide next turn.
I shall make him proud. The day of awakening.
Certainly want to start planning my campaign against the Rakaf dynasty, although that probably will involve having my heroes get line of sight to their movements again. My plan, I think, is to use this as a sack city and capture the other 3 settlements, but basically try to get more of the Repanse trait on my lords, like I mentioned. So I think I might just be sitting on this money. I had the Panther. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I take that back. I think growth here would be good. Yeah, I do. Yeah, this is gonna... when I capture this, it's gonna be tier 1. Sure, let's just go for growth there. Slowly develop this province. Alright, all this looks fine. Yep. I'm not sure sitting there was what you wanted to do, but fair enough. This guy's going to probably embed in the army, right? No, he's just hanging out.
Death comes to all.
Alright, so we just encountered another faction. If I remember correctly, this is... Is this one of the factions that actually has... Yeah. So this is a special... Kind of a special rogue army. And I don't remember what exactly they have in this force, but they have one of the Books of Nagash, which is one of like the kind of objectives of the Tomb King campaigns. And it would be nice to get this, like 10 more jars per turn, plus 10% research rate. It looks like they're a vampire counts army. Alright. If I have a scout in this area, I'll certainly try and get eyes on them. So, what's the plan for this turn?
Is mine. Arkhan the Black.
I think I may have forgotten to put Arkhan into the stance where he got more replenishment, but it doesn't really matter.
Do not challenge me.
This guy is the wise Tomb Prince. Yeah, I haven't got anything better than that. Lich Priest wise. Yeah, I need to actually be recruiting and disbanding to cycle through these traits, and that's harder to do when one of my heroes is injured.
The arch necromancer shall return.
Alright, they're probably going to end up with a full stack before I get over there, but it's just going to be peasants. So I think this army...
Dynasty reigns supreme. My art.
I think I'll... Yeah, let's see how I can split up my... or assign my heroes here. I think I'll have this hero to watch this front, basically for any enemies, more or less for the Savage Orcs, for the top knots. Then... I have this hero to watch the south. Sudenburg plus this settlement. Didn't quite get there to see what's here. It's too bad. Then this Tomb Prince, I think, can scout this middle area and try and keep an eye on the Rekap dynasty. So this is the army I saw before. It doesn't look particularly strong.
Undying prince.
They've got no more troops here. So I think from a process of elimination, yeah, they've got a full stack in the Black Tower of Arkhan. Makes sense.
Servant of Nagash. All this is mine.
I think sacking this settlement has proven valuable, but I'm tempted this turn to just take it, like occupy it, with the idea being that next turn go free up Arkhan's army plus my main army to start taking, like, basically attack this province. I'd love to just clean up some of these enemies permanently, given I've just gotten a whole bunch of new ones.
More slaves.
Not sure where I want to have this guy stand. Maybe at the edge of our territory.
Traversing.
Where is this faction? Down here. Okay. I don't need to discover them. Oh, it's not really a priority to discover them.
Obey me.
Let's just kill this silly lord. Yeah, retreats.
An
Doesn't exactly retreat the direction I was wanting to go, but doesn't matter.
Destroy all.
No need to fight that manually. Yeah.
Advance.
And
Jethra offers more challenge.
let's come down here and go into ambush stance, I think.
King moves.
Actually... how far? No, if I do that, then I'm in danger of not quite being able to make it to Bel Aliad next turn, so I think I'll just regular match like this. I don't really care if well, I've kind of... It's possible there's another army over here that could come attack me. It doesn't seem very likely. I know the Rakaf dynasty has an army here and an army here. They can't really have a third army here. I don't think that would make sense, just based on the power ranking. Yeah, there's no danger from the Bretonnians. There's not going to be a random Top Nuts army there. I think it's kind of clear the Top Nuts don't have troops on this sort of side of this front, if you like. So it's a small risk, but, you know, acceptable one. Yeah, let's take Martek. It's been good for a couple of level ups, and grabbing more Charnel Valley Necrotechs, of which I now have. I maybe even have enough to actually get infrastructure cost down to 0 if I stack like 6 or 7 of them. So that was successful. Trying to decide if I want to send any of my heroes out of this army. I don't think so. No, it's fine. Yeah, we're going to have some replenishment over this turn. I think I'm fine just auto-resolving this. Not going to take much damage. So if I occupy here, I wipe this faction out. I think I will do that. Yeah, also get control of that whole province, which is good for the commandment, so... Taking Errant down. Yeah, I think I'll work towards... I can't... Yeah, so I don't have to pick one of these skills yet. I need a tier 5 settlement before I can recruit any of these units, and I can decide which one I want an extra version of a little later, but I will go for Master Builder. That's a good trait, or a good skill. Okay, Tomb Prince is working his way up towards Tomb Strike. Yep, a bit away from the Chariot and from these skills. But he's, yeah, rank 7, getting there. Okay. And it has a growth building already, that's nice, and I don't need more public order. Yeah, so I'm only losing public order here because of conquest. So I think we can just go for growth. Until you've got your settlements upgraded, I just sort of default to the growth commandment. I think it's just the best bet. Okay, so all of my troops here have moved. I have the option of actually taking El Calabad with this army. You know, I'm not in such a rush to do that. I know that there's a full stack here, and this army's not particularly strong, so I think I'll just hold position. I could be playing this a bit more aggressively, I think. It's just yeah. The only way things kind of go wrong, I think, is if I start losing battles. Like, losing territories is fine, but having armies lose and having to rebuild them, etc., could be a setback. So I'd rather just hold here and strike from here. think it's a perfectly fine strategy. Okay, I think everyone's moved, and I'm just looking at spending some gold now. Yep. So I think I've opened up enough more like new territory, new enemies to keep an eye on. I'm thinking I will take a turn out and go for a third, either a third Necrotect or a fourth Lich Priest slot. And I've got the gold to spend on this as well. We'll just quickly check buildings in case there's... there's a building upgrade. That would be good to get started on. Right, and Xandri, yeah. Oh, and I think I messed up here. This should be a lot cheaper because I should have built it while my lord was still in the region. It's a bit of a mistake. Okay. Alright, never mind what I said. I'll focus on infrastructure, and when I have enough gold, I can recruit those extra heroes.
Serve king and patriarch.
Taking a turn off from going towards the fourth, like dynasty army slot isn't nothing. So getting that done sooner is nice.
I doubt his attentions. As Lord,
Yeah, these are characters I'm deliberately not leveling up yet. So I think that's everything. Let's make sure I declared war on people. Oh no, I'm supposed to declare war on this faction too, right.
This is Athelloren, home of the Oak of Ages and the Azray.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of units are in this army. It looks like elves. Oh, found out.
lesser siblings would falter.
Oh yes, and I have to remember I have this quest battle I can do. In fact, I won't do it right now. I don't think this battle is particularly hard. Yeah, I shouldn't forget about this. It's just it's against a bunch of lizardmen. I don't think this land's particularly high level. And they have reinforcements, but I don't. If I remember correctly, the reinforcements doesn't amount to a full stack. Solar Engine, Basiladon. Yeah, okay, I don't want to forget about this, but I think I want to have Arkhan at... Just make sure Arkhan's at full strength for fighting next turn, so I'll skip it for the moment still. Yeah, I suspect we might be seeing that soon. So Grimgor launched a war against Karazakrak and failed. That usually, in my experience, that usually means that Grimgor's kind of declining in power. He's not going to get up to like 40, 50 settlements like he sometimes can if he's going for war and failing. Don't like that these... Oh, he's raiding in Xandri. Okay. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't like that this faction has been trying to kill off my heroes.
Your conquests strike fear into the hearts of your enemies.
Right, and
mighty
as usual, I
lord.
forget about
The
this.
wisest amongst them will know that.
But it's a nice extra boost of gold. Alright.
You are not him.
Yeah, so I think I'll stop this episode for here. Next turn, I plan to just have this army come down, take Bel Alayad with support from Arkhan, and basically have my two strongest armies in close proximity to just kind of steamroll through the Rakaf dynasty. Alright, so no yeah, no movements from our new enemies just yet. See what happens over the next few turns. I imagine we'll be seeing top nuts, and I don't know actually. Maybe Sartosa will make a move against us, but
My anger rises like the tide.
they've got so many other enemies.
Don't.
Yeah, I don't know. They might just be occupied. Certainly the priority for next time is taking this province. Just expanding like eastwards in this desert, I think is our main plan. I'll fight the top nuts if I have the opportunity to do so, but I'm not prioritizing like pushing up into this territory. It is nice that we actually have these all count as green. I hadn't realized that. I thought that the Badlands weren't preferred environment or preferred, climate for the Tomb Kings, but I guess it is. Anyway, that's all for this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.